Okay, DU won the gold pan from Colorado College on Friday night. A rivalry 63 years in the making. Now, the players who take part of this never forget. In Loveland, 4 members of the Colorado Eagles hockey team have firsthand knowledge of the fight for the gold pan. In hockey, it's all about the hardware, the Stanley Cup.
He immediately turns and hands it to Ray Boyd, who lifts it up and over his head.
Or the President's Cup.
Hardware being carried around the rink.
And the gold pan. CC and DU fight over this thing every year, and 4 members of the Eagles have first-hand experience in the battle for the pan. Goalie coach Ryan Bach was an All-American at CC in the 90s. Arthur Bidwell was a Tiger from 08 to 2012, while Kevin Ulansky and Kyle Ostro were star players for DU throughout the last decade. So when the Gold Pan Series rolls around, these guys think back to one of the best rivalries in college hockey.
It's just one of those games where you have no excuse not to get up for it. You're playing against these guys that are an hour up the road, and you play against them 4 times a year, and it's a battle every single time.
You know, it's the first thing you hear about when you come on campus is, you know, CC, DU. Every night it's a sold-out barn in both rinks, and it's just something you hear from day one, right when you step on campus.
Ah, the memories of scoring goals, of pushing and shoving, and sometimes punching. CC and DU are like oil and water. They don't mix at all. One of the most intense games was earlier this season. After the final horn at World Arena, a fight broke out, and the CC fans pelted DU players with food and beverage items. Hey, that's the way it is. The fans get into it as much or more than the players do.
I think the fans are more ruthless than we are on the ice in those series.
Or is it that's all right, that's okay, you're going to pump our gas someday?
Something like that, yeah.
Because you guys are stupid?
That's a... It's like, you go to like an artsy school or something like that. I think that's your curriculum. It's like art class.
Your guys' signs from the students when we were in Magnus were so funny. Like, I wouldn't even pay attention during warm-ups. I'd just be reading all the students' signs, and I'd just be laughing all the time.
We'd always do the whiteouts, I think, for your games, too.
Well, forget the hockey. What are these schools known for? I mean, you know, what do you got?
Winning national championships, I think.
Gold pans.
Oh, yeah, right?
Ostro and Bidwell are friends and teammates now, but there was a time, 2 years ago, when Arthur went after Kyle and got him.
Junior year, I'd say Kyle Ostro was coming down the wall. We were in Denver, and he kind of lost the puck a little bit, 3 or 4 feet ahead of him. I made no mistake of hitting him as hard as I possibly could. Kind of went silent there because we were in Magnus, but that was a pretty fun memory.
I can't remember. I'm trying to think, actually.
You know, sometimes
it was in the corner, right?
Sometimes you get hit so hard that you lose like a 5-second span of memory. It makes sense.
Yeah. Surprised you didn't get suspended.
So the gold pan goes to DU for this season. The spoils of victory are a little bit nicer than when Kevin raised the pan 8 years ago.
It wasn't very fancy. It was, you know, the old pan basically, and I remember taking it out with us one night, and you know, everybody's like, what the heck do you guys have in your hands? But now I think they've made a pretty cool trophy out of it.
All right, congrats to the Pioneers this year.